What is the worst death you have ever heard of or seen? I haven't seen anyone post about the Japanese nuclear worker. He was exposed to a ridiculous amount of radiation, to the point all his body tissue and organs were essentially melting. They put him on non-stop blood transfusions to keep him alive as long as possible, even though there was never any chance of recovery. Before he lost the power of speech, he begged the doctors to let him die, and then they kept him going with skin grafts and transplants for another 2 months. My friend's mother died a few years ago. She was in her late 60s, widowed, lived at home and didn't really have close friends. I'm not sure of the exact details, but she was basically incapacitated while in her basement and unable to drag herself to a phone in order to call for help. She was probably in the basement conscious for several days before eventually dying. Maybe not as gruesome as some of these stories, but not how I'd like to die either. One of my friends lit himself on fire in a 7-Eleven dumpster, and a handful of us, his friends, went to say goodbye in the hospital. That was the most gruesome thing I have ever seen, and the image it burned into my memory. He looked like his entire body had been skinned.